Once all the dry-rite has turned pink, it is saturated with moisture and should be replaced. You will need the following supplies and tools: 8-mesh dry-rite with indicator, vacuum grease, a standard or Phillips head screwdriver, and a canister cap removal tool. Loosen or remove the screws securing the acrylic top. Lift up the lid and remove the top in this manner. Slide the tubing off the right and left ports of the dry-rite canister, push apart the alligator clamps, and lift off the dry-rite canister. If you have solid straps holding the canister, remove the front screws only to allow removal of the canister. If you remove the back screws, reattaching the straps and the canister becomes very difficult, so just remove the front screws only. Now loosen the canister cap. The cap might be on too tight, and you might need to use the canister cap removal tools. This will provide more leverage and force to loosen the cap. If you still cannot remove the cap, or if the cap is made of metal, you can use a vise to help remove the cap. Now remove the cap, then remove the spring, then remove the keeper and the filter. Pound the dry-rite canister against a counter to loosen the dry-rite and pour it out. Do not remove the lower filter or keeper. Use canned air and a paper towel to remove any loose particles. Use approximately 1 pound of 8-mesh dry-rite with indicator to fill the canister. And do not fill the canister above the top port. Pound the canister on the bench top to settle the dry-rite and replace the filter, the keeper, and the spring. You'll want to use vacuum grease on the O-ring in the cap and on the edge of the canister to ensure a good seal. The application of vacuum grease will also make it easier to remove the cap in the future. Replace and tighten the canister cap, and then reinstall the canister onto the puller. Attach the left tubing only and leave the right tubing and port free. Power on the puller, and once the left tubing is attached, keep the right port open to allow the air to purge the dry-rite canister for 1 minute. This will blow out any loose particles which could block and damage the air solenoid. Then reattach the tubing to the right port of the dry-rite canister and reinstall the acrylic top. If you need additional support, please contact Sutter Instrument.